Okay, so you were wondering how you find that it's $20. So, I'm going to show you two things. I had said this before. The only thing you want to do is copy this sheet, this first sheet. You can see the first and the second sheet are different, and that's because I had made them all like the second sheet, but then the user told me that he wanted to change it to the layout of the first. I didn't waste my time making all new ones, so everything should be like this first sheet that says John Doe. And John Doe is just information I put in here. It's just typed in information. Okay? So what you're asking at the end, you're saying, how do we get the cost or defect, correct?
Yes.
Now that's going to be a job that I give to somebody in the future, because the cost or defect is basically like a code, I guess you could say. These codes that you see here are going to be printed on the receipt, so they're going to be given to a customer, and we don't want the customer to know what the cost or defect is. So all you need to do is just make the skeleton of here, and the cost or defect is going to be manually entered. Just so you know, you get the cost or defect by looking at this number right here. It's 2 and after. So it's 20-00, that's $20. It's 65-00, that's $65. Does that make sense?
Yes. Number 23.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, all those numbers are going to be different. On our end, we're just going to be putting in those codes. But the important thing that you need to do is just put these formulas in place, because you'll be ripping it from what is manually entered and putting it in this end sheet. Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay. But actually, my confusion is what work I will be done.
What work you will do?
Yes.
Okay.
Because,
What I need you to do is to take this sheet, right?
Yes.
You're going to make it like this, and you basically need to copy this sheet 20 times and then make that totals column just like this. You need to make it like this, and then we need to make a spot where revenue will be E5. Now what you need to do is you need to create it in the Google Drive column. That's what you really need to do. This is in an Excel document, but it really needs to be put in Google Drive. So you could see for the 16th today, I have the receipts. That's what you need to do, and you need to put it in here. So it's blank right now. Hopefully it will look just like the other sheet that I've sent you in Excel. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any confusion?
Okay, I hope I can hear after you complete this sheet.
Here, Alex, I'll start with how you would go about doing it. And if it's too confusing, it's too confusing, at any time. But here's what I would do if I were you. I would look at this first sheet, right? And I would say, okay, maybe you don't even have this experience, which is okay. I would say, okay, I need to make it like Red Hot Repairs, right?
Yes.
So I would say, okay, what's on the first line?
Yes.
So I would put the date. So I would go, let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns in, and it's merged twice. So I would do this. Copy. In Google Drive, I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would merge it in 2 columns. Then I would center it. Then I would go back to this and just make sure it's the same. This right here has a font size of Arial 11, and so I would just go back to the Google document and make it Arial 11. There you go. So next, I would say, okay, the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns are red, and they merged, and they say customer information. So I would go back here.
Okay, Eric, I see your screen is still not moving.
Oh, it's not moving. Interesting. Okay. It says I'm sharing it with you. Do you want me to stop sharing the screen and try again?
Okay.
Okay.
No problem. It's totally still.
Do you stop seeing the screen?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have it now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So then after that, I would do this.
Okay, please record this discussion, okay?
It's recording. It's recording as we speak.
Okay. If you record this, it is better.
Yep. It's being
See
recorded.
again, okay?
Yep. Agreed.
Customer information.
So you have to have somewhat of a knowledge of Excel to do this. So you might not have that knowledge. It's all up to you. But all I'm basically doing is copying the page. So then you put this in, center that, and then another thing you'd want to do is this needs to print on one page. I had said that in the other instructions. So portrait. Just going to check. And you can see it still works. Okay, that looks good. Maybe. There's a lot of you're creating a document. So next you would go back to here. And you would say, okay, that looks good. Now I'm going to do the next line. And you would merge these. You would merge that. You would merge all these. There you go. And then, okay, you come back down here. You'd merge that.
Yes.
Then you would do that. Okay, let's go back to here. Cool. And right here. You could literally just go copy, come in here, paste. So even that, there'd be a little bit of difficulty. But on a whole, you keep going down, and it would say, merge this column. Make that white. How did you find us? You would center it. There you go. Then there's 2. So you go. Merge this. Do you have, is this pretty advanced for you, or you think you understand how to do it? How do you feel about this?
Okay, that means my work is create this type of sheet, right?
Exactly.
Customer 1, customer 2.
Exactly. How about this? Just create a clone of this sheet right here, just the first one, okay? Only clone the first sheet, and then call me when you finish doing that. Does that make sense?
Yes, okay. That means I just only create this sheet and not put any customer information.
Yep. Don't put any information in. The only thing you need to be sure of is certain, like basically the second half, right? You could see right here, the second half equals H2, right? The second half, this is equals H3. That's important that you have this in. That's really the most important part. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, yes. Okay, please go on customer 3.
How about this, Alex? Just do customer 1. Only do this. If you have this perfect, if you have done this perfectly, then we could move on. But only worry about this sheet right here. Does that make sense?
Okay, that means I need to customize Excel sheet, right?
Exactly. You only have to make it like this.
Let's try and
Okay, see if you could do it on your own.
I will.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you have any questions, just give me a call. I know it's a bit challenging, so we'll just do it step by step. Does that make sense?
Okay, please put on this email, red hot phone.
Okay, you want this file, right? Okay.
Yes.
Let me just,
Copy.
let me see. Can you just take it from there and put it in? I know that's kind of difficult. Let me just see. I honestly don't know the answer to that. Paste. Can you paste it? You can't. Insert. You have to insert a picture. Okay. So I need to send you this picture. Interesting. Can I save this picture? Huh. Okay, I'll send you the picture, Alex. I'll see if I could find that picture. All right.
Okay.
All right. Thanks. I'll send it to you in the next minute or so. I'm doing it right now. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks. Have a good one.